Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sue Cooper, and I'm delighted to be hosting Feast for the Soul, day 30 today. And we have a beautiful meditation and mindfulness guide today in Puria. I've known Puria a little while, for a couple of years, and Puria hosts the Conscious Evolution Summit, where as individuals start to evolve, we're able to have conversations within healing and relationships and art and science and psychology, and talk about the evolution of human consciousness and global consciousness. And recently, Puria was invited to be a member of the Evolutionary Leaders Network. So it's absolutely with the greatest of delight I hold the candle to you, Puria, for you to share a meditation and mindfulness with Day 30 Feast for the Soul. So over to you.
Thank you very much, Sue, Sarah, and to everybody who makes space in your day to join us here, because I know all of us, we can do very different things, and to really take care of our evolution, as today's topic is really activating the codes of becoming a new human. I mean, we all sense that in a way, the model of how we showed up on this earth as humans, really, it comes to an expire date. It's a new version which is coming in. And so I just want to bring a bit of your awareness before we go really in this meditation, what is really asked from us, because it's not just about perfecting our person, our personality, becoming more skillful or more wise or more loving, but it's really asked from us kind of to drop the version of a human we were until now, to make space for a really new version. And I mean, quite often we use this metaphor from a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. So the caterpillar isn't becoming a better version of a caterpillar. It's really letting go of this role being a caterpillar and dropping your identity of who you were until now, and making space and being available for this butterfly which wants to emerge. And it's, in a way, it's, how do you say, it's a given. It's a given. Sometimes I have to look for the right word. I'm German, and my English is quite well, so, but sometimes I take a moment that the right word is just landing in me so that I can share it properly. Yeah, so this is kind of the background, and the meditation is really meant to be so that you can let go of your identity and the version you were until now, and become more and more available for the new version. And there are, you could say, there are really codes in the field where we are. We are part of a large field where evolution just moves through and has its principles and its codes. And when we relax into that, we just can really become upgraded and download this codes and this wisdom which is needed for us, to become this new humans. And I'm quite sure that you are really looking also for a long time that this happens here, that we really become a new species on this planet, where love and connectedness and care and peace is really the foundation of all what we do and where we move in. And it's in the air already, even though the reality might look a little bit different. But it's the old always. When the old is asked to leave, it's rarely easy. It's rarely without tension, without some kind of fights. So this is very normal, and we all face that, we all experience that, but our focus is really on this new streams which are coming in and supporting us. Yeah. So I want to invite you to find a comfortable position, and if you feel comfortable, if you like so, you can close your eyes, or at least bring your awareness inside. And just for a moment, really connect with your human form, with your body, this temporary form of your spirit, using this form to express itself in this life. And become aware of your breathing without changing anything. Just noticing how life gives itself in the form of the breath every moment, so that life fills your form, your body. And if you become aware of any part in your body which feels a bit tense or maybe even a bit painful, I invite your breath to move to this part, and without pressure, just with softness, flows through this part in your body to support it, to relax, to smoothen, and to be able to open and soften. And imagine yourself really in a very loving space, surrounded by beauty, where the quality of care is around you, quality of trust, of safety. And allow your body to just relax and fall into this loving space. No need to hold anything, no need to control, no need to know, no need to understand, but you are just available and open to this field which carries you, which fills you, and through which every form is connected. No activity is needed, no action from you. That this connectedness is there. It's just a given. It's there. In this field, everything is connected. Just give yourself a moment to really allow this quality of peace to vibrate fully in your whole system. Where actually you don't need to change anything. Everything is fine. Your physical body is welcome as it is. The emotions are welcome as they are. Your mental state is welcome as it is. Your spiritual body is welcome as it is. You are perfect the way you are. And definitely you are enough. No need to change anything. And just enjoy for a moment how it feels if everything is well and welcomed. What if this very moment is the very best moment you can experience? Just be awake and present. How does this feel when this is real for you? And when there is nothing wrong with your past, nothing wrong with any experience you had, and how is it if there is no task to be fulfilled right now, when it's enough to just be? And I invite you to feel in your system your beingness. And this you are, no matter who you are, what you do, your beingness is perfect and enough. And I will ask you some questions, and please don't try to answer them intellectually, but just follow your system, how it responds to these questions. What if life is loving and takes care no matter what? What if life supports me always, no matter the circumstances? What if there is wisdom in life which always reaches me? And what if there is an impulse of life which is evolution itself? What if this evolutionary impulse is using your form, is vibrating in your body and knows its way? What if this evolutionary impulse is operating and moving regardless if you know its way and how it works? What if you are able to soften and to open and to expand into its wisdom, which is beyond what you can understand and certainly beyond what you can control? And what if your entire life, this evolutionary impulse is guiding you moment by moment by moment? And what if you can feel its pull or push forward, and you only need to lean into it and to trust it and to let your actions arise out of this inner impulse? What if all you need to know is inside you, is available? And just enjoy your system in this openness and in this knowing for a moment. And imagine this field in which we in is already filled with our future. The future is already here. Our upgraded, updated form is already in the field. And this new version of you doesn't share the space with a conditioned self. This new version of you needs all the space for itself, without old structures. And when you relax and when you expand and when you open, old structures can just melt out of your system. It's really a melting, it's not a doing. You don't have to fight, you don't have to push anything, it's just a melting. What doesn't serve you anymore, what isn't right anymore, can just melt out of your reality. And your whole being, your future whole being, is so willing and so ready to use this form, this body. And what is needed from you is that from moment to moment, you're open and present for the newness. So it's really this invitation to explore, to be open, and to notice what is new in me. Where can I even soften and expand a tiny bit more to make space for this new version? And don't try to grasp this new version with your mind. You will fail. It's not possible. It's so much bigger than your mind can understand right now. But even your mind is in the process of change. Our mind is so much looking forward to connect with other minds, to become a shared mind. And maybe sometimes you can feel that already, that a tingling is happening in your brain. Maybe you feel some pressure. Let's really just ask from you to also let this expansion happen, where your brain can connect with other brains through this field. And very soon we will be able to experience that we have access to so much more intelligence and wisdom. And all of that happens not with doing, but with being and with expanding and relaxing. No single person on this planet could tell you how all of that will look like, because it's new for all of us. But life knows. existence knows. And inside of us, in our body, we also know. Not with our head, but deeper, we know. When you experience yourself in your day, maybe struggling, finding yourself in old habits, old patterns, don't start to fight, don't judge yourself. Just come back to this openness and softness, and the new frequency can take over. And I want to give you a few more moments to just open into this field where all knowledge about our future version is there, and where it can freely flood your internal reality. And be sure that this will continue when you leave this room, when you leave this gathering. It for sure will continue to emerge in you. And I want to share a little secret with you. And for that, I ask you to, when it feels right for you, to open your eyes. And this little secret, as it often is with secrets, it's quite simple and natural, but it's very powerful and effective. And I want to ask you to find one person on your screen where you look into these eyes of the other person, and where you are connected inside of you with this openness, softness, and with this trust and knowing that the evolutionary impulse is moving through you. And you know your newest version. And by coming from that frequency, when you look into one another's eyes with this knowing, you activate the new in the other person. There comes the light of evolution through you, the light of love, the light of newness, and your light enlightens the same in the other. And just for the fun, choose another person for a moment and do the same. And when you leave the Zoom room and when you go out in your day, you can do that with everybody and everything, no matter if it's a human, no matter if it's an animal, no matter if it's a plant. I do that so often in the forest, which just starts behind my yurt. And it's activating and enlightening the surrounding, and you will find yourself very soon in a very different surrounding magically. And by that, we activate the newness and the newest version all around us. Wherever we are, in the supermarket, in our workplace, in a park, in nature, this is happening and no one can stop it. And I thank you so much that you are part of that and that you are available for this amazing adventure. Thank you.